Hey everybody, welcome back to Stamping School. This week I have a fun way to give gift cards. This idea was shared to me by one of my talented team members, Debbie Mookie in Mayville, Wisconsin. And she posted on our team group a card that she made using the Waterfall technique to hold gift cards. And I thought it was so cool. So I made one also. So I've got 4 gift cards here for someone. And this one is for the holidays. I have another one I'll show you for the birthday. So we've been making waterfall cards for years and years, and most often it's on the front of a card, not exactly on the inside, but whoever thought of this was brilliant to use it for gift cards. I think that's really fun. So I have a few different designs to show you. This one is for Christmas, and I've got a bunch of Starbucks gift cards here. And it is a trifold of sorts, so I just feel like it made it a little bit more of a bigger gift by having an extra panel. So I had a belly band on the front with ribbon. I'm using the Christmas tags and more paper, and then I did the same thing on the inside, some of the ephemera here, and I wanted a place to write a note here, so I left that white. But you can also put a note here. So if you wanted to only do like one card like this, so you could really just do that and then have an area down here to write if you put white down here. So I guess the first thing you have to decide is if you want to do 3 panels like this, or if you want to just do a plain card. So let me show you how to score this first. So if you're going to do a trifold like I did, then of course you could do that kind of a fold. But just for a regular A2 size card, you're going to start with 5.5 by 11 inches of your base. And then you're going to score it at 4.25 and 8.25. And then that is going to give you this look right here. So it's 4.25 by 5.5, but then you got that extra panel right there to decorate. Now to do this waterfall piece right here, this one, I made it the whole size of the gift cards, but I'm going to show you another one where I used a skinnier piece. So it takes a little bit of the weight out of it. Now this one is going to be a gift for someone who loves to read and loves to go to the bookstores. And it's made with this really cute new paper. It's in the online store right now. It's called Hobby Haven. Lots of hobbies are represented in this paper. This one happens to be all books, which is so cute. And that on the back reminds me of terrazzo. This one is for people who love to sew and knit and all things fabric and patterns. And look, there's a little iron and the scissors and sewing machine and yarn. So cute. And that's the back side. This one is obviously someone who loves plants and who loves to sit and read, which is my friend. So these are really cute. I did not get the stamp set that goes with this. It's really cute also. I thought I could get most of what I needed from the paper by just doing some fussy cutting. This one is for the baker and cook. Isn't that cute? It's got an espresso machine, it's got tea, it's got a recipe book, it's got a mixer, cookie sheets, blenders, bowls. I mean, it's just so cute. I can see the artist had a lot of fun creating this. That's the other side. This one would be great for someone for like a spa day. Also Ulta gift certificates or something like that to get beauty products. It's got all kinds of little facial things in here, and combs and lotions and all the things to make us feel good. And that on the back side. And then there's also 2 sheets of these little paper die cuts. They're thin like the designer paper, but there's 2 sheets of these, and they've got everything from, you know, like all those little bathroom things with the lotions to books to the coffee, plants, tags, this thing that they use for sewing. What is that called? It's escaping me at the moment. Sewing machines, an art easel. So just cute little punch out things that you can use. So this is the card that I made for her. And I used some new ribbon that we have. It's a chevron. There we go. And I just cut these out of the designer paper and made a little scene because I could see us sitting here having coffee. And then, so it says happy birthday to someone we're celebrating every single day, which is a stamp set that we have. I think it's called The Right Words. And I just pulled out those little die cuts and put this on the inside and that, and we'll make this inside piece right here for the waterfall, for the gift cards. So I start by making myself like a little template to kind of figure out the measurements, which is what I did. So these little guys are my pretend gift cards when I was working on this. So for this one, we're gonna go a little smaller, and it's 2.5 by 9.25 because I want it to fit right inside here. And this panel is 5.25. You know, I'll put all the measurements below for you in a PDF so you know what to cut. But this part is the most important because I wanted this piece to be 5.25. And then I also wanted my gift cards to just be 3/4 of an inch apart. This can be any size you want for how many gift cards you have or how much you want to see the gift cards. So for instance, this one being 3/4 of an inch, there's 3/4 of an inch showing. Do you see that? From each gift card. If you wanted it to be wider and maybe you only have 3 gift cards, then you can put them an inch apart. So this dimension right here can be an inch. But for what I'm doing, 3/4 of an inch seems to work pretty good. Now I'm going to use these same Christmas ones in here. Although what I'll probably do is I'll go to the bookstore and I'll get different ones for her gift, but just so you can see how they go together. So 2.5 by 9.25, and then you're going to score it at 5.25 and then 3/4 of an inch each time for each card. 6 inches, 6 3/4, 7.5, 8.25, and that's 3/4 of an inch for each one. Okay, so once you get that part measured out, it's going to look like this. See that? So on each one of these little panels, I've got some adhesive. And right at the top. So the part that's not embossed at all stays down here like this. And this is the part that we put the gift cards on. So they move like that. Okay, so they'll move in like a little segments. And then we also need a little bar. This is 3/4 of an inch by 4.25. And that comes across right here. And that's going to keep everything together and from sliding around. So right where this piece ends, right here, I'm going to add this little bar going across. It's not hard. Once you've done one, you'll be like, oh, that's pretty easy. Line this up. This is going to go right across there. And you really want it to go all the way over to 4.25, 4.25, but make sure you can still close your card okay, because it's going right on the seam. We're going all the way over here because we want to make sure that it doesn't, the gift cards don't catch in there. So we got a little bit of sticky strip just on the edges right there. Back in the day, we used to do eyelets, we did brads, we did staples, we did all kinds of fun things. Now, this is not attached yet, okay? Nothing's happening here yet. This piece on the bottom needs to get glued here. That's what's gonna hold it, so when they pull it, it's not gonna come out. So we got a piece of glue on the back, right, piece of that good sticky tape, and that's gonna go right there, okay? And then this just goes right inside. So it looks like this. This is what the side view looks like. So you can kind of see how it's going to work already. Now, every place that I have sticky strip up here toward the top, you want it right across the seam, right there where the crease line is. That's where you want your adhesive. Now, you also want them to be able to get it off. So it's sort of that delicate balance of you want it to hold while they're playing with it, but you don't want it to be so hard to take off. And you also don't want to mess up their card. So for instance, like here, see there's that little scratch off thing there. If you can keep the glue above that, that's better. So it's not so hard for them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see the tape on there? Yeah. So now just figure out whichever you want to put down first. I'll do this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna put it right in the center and right up to the crease line. Right there. And again, oh, that's too close. This one. This one, right on the crease line. And again, right on the crease line. And I'm keeping these lined up nice and pretty. And then this one, right up at the top, right there. And then we hold our breath and make sure that it works. Like this. Ooh, it does. Yeah, it's fun. All right, now this part right here, you can punch your hole down at the bottom. If you want to, put ribbon down there, you can write the word pull. You can type it on your computer and glue it here so they know to pull it. Some might not know. You put your ribbon through there. You can cut off the edges like this to make it look more like a tag. You can punch it. There are lots of different ways to do that, but it's going to end right there because we cut it at 5 1/4. So it's going to end right there. Isn't that fun? And then this one closes up, and then I have the belly band on there with that cute new ribbon. This ribbon is so cute. It's got little tiny chevrons on it in garden green. It's in the online store right now. Super cute. So I think these are really fun. I hope you give it a try. I'll post pictures of all these and all the dimensions for both of the cards. And if you make one, let me know. I'd love to hear how it turned out. All right, we'll see you next time. See it, learn it, stamp it.